far away on the surface of the moon, some Pokemon were getting ready to hold a big contest. Two of these Pokemon were friends, and their names were both Roserade. There was a Roserade with Bullet Seed, and a Roserade with Poison Jab. Now, the Bullet Seed Roserade was a very gutsy and determined Pokemon, and it was always eager for a battle. But it was also very insecure and had a desperate need to prove itself in front of others. The Poison Jab Roserade, on the other hand, was very sure of itself. It was self-confident. It was slick, and it was cool and sharp and quick-witted, and had a lot of friends. It was very popular. Now, these two Roserade were arguing over whose fast move was better for the upcoming contest. The Bullet Seed Roserade said, "My fast move is clearly better because there's so many glassy Pokemon in the meta, and the fact that I can get to my charge moves quicker than you means I can take out those Pokemon quicker." And Poison Jab Roserade said, No. My fast move is better for that exact reason. All the glassy Pokemon around. It means that I don't even need to get to my charge moves quicker because Poison Jab does the work for me." And so these guys argued back and forth for a while until they finally decided, you know what? Let's just hold a little contest of our own. We'll test our fast moves in a variety of situations and we'll see which move comes out on top. So the first situation they tried was the standard 1-1 shield scenario. Bullet Seed Roserade tested out its move against all of the top highly touted picks for the upcoming contest and came away with all these wins. It was an impressive showing. That's a lot of good Pokemon there, a lot of popular Pokemon, and Bullet Seed managed to beat all of those. It turned around to Poison Jab Roserade and said, "Ha! Beat that." And Poison Jab Roserade did just that. It basically got all of those wins that Bullet Seed did and even more. And it turned around to Bullet Seed Roserade and said, it was arrogant. It was a very cocky Roserade. That's not its finest moment. But you know what? Bullet Seed Roserade was not deterred. It said, all right, how about the no baiting situation? I think with my faster energy generation, you need to rely on baiting a little more than me to get your wins. And so they tried that situation. Poison Jab Roserade went first, and it lost some of its wins that it had before. So it wasn't the best performance. It was a little bit disappointed, but you know what? Still good. Could walk away with its head held high. Bullet Seed Roserade said, aha, this is my chance. I'm gonna show Poison Jab Roserade who's boss and finally determine that my fast move is the best fast move. And it tried its move and sucked hard. What a terrible performance. 4 of those Pokemon are double weak to fire. So of course it's going to win that. And it only added 1 extra Pokemon to that. So yeah, it really disappointing for Bullet Seed Roserade there. But you know what? Bullet Seed Roserade still was not defeated. It had one more idea. It's like, I know, 1 move energy lead. This is where that extra energy generation really comes in handy. I'm going to have one Bullet Seed of energy lead. You have 1 Poison Jab of energy lead. We'll see who comes out on top then. And Bullet Seed went first this time and got all of these wins. It was a very impressive showing, and it looked over at Poison Jab Roserade, and for the first time, thought it could see a bit of doubt on Poison Jab's face. It was such a good performance. Could Poison Jab really outdo that? That would be a really tough ask. But you know what? Poison Jab Roserade, we've said it already, very confident in its own abilities, and believed it could do it. And so it turned around and pulled up its pedals and got to work and put in the best performance that the Lunar Cup battlefield had ever seen. It was incredible. Everyone around watching was so impressed. It beat almost every single meta Pokemon in the Lunar Cup contest with just 1 Poison Jab of energy lead. It was amazing. And Bullet Seed Roserade was crushed about that. That was its last idea, and it could not even beat Poison Jab in that. It was its most confident idea as well, and yeah, it got crushed. It got showed up. And so it didn't know what to do. It was feeling so sorry for itself. It was feeling like there was almost no reason for it to be in this contest anymore. It was considering pulling out because, you know, if I can't even beat Poison Jab in any of those situations, then what's the use? Roserades Friends saw it on its own, looking very downcast, and came over to try and cheer it up. They showed Roserade a chart that looked something like this, and Roserade said, "What is it? What are you showing me?" And its friend said, "This is what it looks like when we have one shield and our opponents have none." And Roserade said, "Wow, that is so many wins. Almost all of these matchups are wins." You can see it like the more blue it is, the better a win it is. And so that's so good for us if we have one shield and our opponents have zero. And its friends said, "Yeah, that's where you come in handy, because you can pressure shields with your Leaf Storm attack to get them to burn their shields first before we have to. And that is where we shine." Galvantula stepped forward and said, "With a 1-0 shield advantage, I can actually beat a Alolan Graveler and a Alolan Golem, which I can't normally do." Obstagoon stepped forward and said, "Yeah, you know what? With a 1-0 shield situation, I can beat Galvantula over here." Heracross came forward and said, "With 1-0 shields, I can beat Frostlass, which I can't normally do." And Mandibuzz said, "With 1-0 shields, I can beat Graveler and Golem too." Graveler and Golem stepped forward, and they were like, "You know what? With 1-0 shields, we can beat the counter users like a Scavalier and Heracross." And Zweilous came forward and said, "You know what? So can I." A Scavalier stepped forward and said, "You know what? With 1-0 shields, I can beat Poison Jab Roserade." And so that was what Roserade needed to hear. It finally realized what its usefulness is in the Lunar Cup contest. Poison Jab Roserade, overhearing all this, was like, "Hey, guys, what about me? I'm awesome. People love me." And these guys turned around to Poison Jab Roserade and said, "It's not always about individual performance. Pokemon is a team sport, and it's all about how one Pokemon synergizes with the rest of the team. Roserade has value for that reason." And so Roserade decided to stay in the contest. It had a great time. It won a few battles. It lost a few battles. But in the end, it knew its place. I hope this story was helpful in illustrating what Roserade can do with Poison Jab and with Bullet Seed. If you like this method of getting this information across, hit the like button. Helps the video get shared. And also, let us know in the comments what Pokemon you want us to do this for in the lead up to your weighted Lunar Cup battles. Also, come and join us in the Pallet Town PvP Discord community. There's a link in the description. It's where we all discuss PvP and help each other get better at the game. We all want to help each other get better. And I will see you in the next video.